Attorney Ben Schwartz. Today I'm going to answer a question from Kathy in Wilmington, Delaware. Kathy wrote in, she says, "Hi Ben, love your videos. I was a very aggressive driver when I was younger, but as I've aged, I've become much less frustrated with inconveniences such as traffic jams and slow drivers in the left lane. Life is short and I've been to a lot of funerals. My question is, what advice would you give younger drivers to help them gain a safe driving, life is precious perspective much earlier in life?" You know, I think that it's a question of attitude. The problem is when you're young, you don't realize that there are collateral consequences for every action that you take. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And you don't realize that because that's something that you gain through life experiences. And you have to have those terrible experiences where you almost got killed to realize that if you do this, then that is potentially going to happen. And I don't think there's anything I can really say to tell young drivers, hey, you need to slow down, you need to be more cautious, you need to look twice, you need to take your foot off the accelerator and put the cell phone down. I think me saying that is not going to have any effect on any young person. The only thing that I think I could possibly say that would have any kind of beneficial effect to get people, young people, to take this more seriously, to be more careful drivers is this. I am a personal injury and wrongful death lawyer, and I spend my days with people, dealing with people's cases. These are people who have broken bodies, who have broken spirits, and I spend my days dealing with the aftermath of catastrophic injuries and wrongful death collisions. And there's nothing worse than sitting at the conference room table with the family of a young person who died in a traffic accident and having to talk through the legal advice and talk through the facts of the case with a grieving mother and a grieving father. And so if you're a young person watching this video, the only thing that I can say to you is, when you are out on the road, what I would like you to do is think about me telling you about my experience. My experience is that I meet with and counsel the families of the departed. I meet with and counsel, from a legal perspective, counsel the mothers and fathers who have lost a child. And there is nothing worse. There's nothing more heartbreaking. And that's the last thing that you want to do to your parents or to the parents of another kid, is make them go through that grieving process because they lost you or because they lost their child. And so if you're watching this video, I would say that if you want to get into the right mindset or the right frame of mind to drive safely, think about not what could happen to you, but what you might be subjecting your parents to, or what you might be subjecting another child's parents to if you don't slow down, if you don't put the cell phone down, if you don't keep both hands on the wheel, if you don't pay full time and attention. So that would be, I think, the best motivation. I think the best motivation is not to think about yourself, but to think about your parents and your loved ones and what it would be like for them if you died in an accident or if you caused someone's death in an accident. Slow down, take it easy. There is nothing that is worth dying for out on the open roadways. And there's nothing that's so important that you can't be late that is worth risking your life. I'm Attorney Ben Schwartz, Kathy in Wilmington, Delaware. I hope that that answers your question. I hope that you'll share this with a young person. And if you have questions for me about personal injury or car accidents or what have you, feel free to send me an email. I'm Attorney Ben Schwartz. My email address is ben.schwartz@schwartzandschwartz.com.